Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen, and as you can see here, it's an Armando Simoni Club pen. So I think let's take a look at this pen. Now, this pen is on loan to me from John at stjohnspens.com, so I'd like to thank John for the loan of this pen for review. Now, let me open the box and you will see another box. So let me remove this box here, and you will see this herringbone style box here. Now, this does have a magnetic clasp, so you will see that there, and a little tassel here, and I'll show you what the tassel is used for. If I open the box, you will see no compromise. Our pens are 100% handmade in Italy, and we are proud of that. And then you will see the pen, but let me remove the pen briefly, because you have a tray here that allows you to get to the bottom, and then you have a number of things here. So first off, you have this Armando Simoni Club, where it says, "We believe in making great pens. We believe beauty is the essence of each pen. We insist only in excellence. Our attention to detail and craftsmanship is what we strive for." And then there's a couple of other things here. You also get a card here saying "Dear Customer," and this is sort of how they finish the pen. And also an Armando Simoni Club warranty card here as well. So the pen is guaranteed for 18 months against mechanical failure due to faulty materials or workmanship. And then you get this, and this is the Armando Simoni Club catalogue. So you have the statement there from Armando Simoni Club, and also a little bit about Armando Simoni, who was the founder of Omas originally. And I will try and show you the other pages here. So we have a statement in Italian, we have the founder Manu, and we have some of the other pens that are in the Armando Simoni Club or ASC catalogue, including the Wild Dark Side as well. Now, there are a lot of these pens that I do have in my collection, like I do have the Bologna Extra Wild there as well. I have some of the Arco Verdes and also the Arco Browns. So there is a lot of pens from ASC that I do have. So I think let's show you the pen that is floating on a bed of air. You can see there, this is a magnetic clasp. So I will just open that up, and there you go. And then you have a tassel here, and it says ASC. There you go. So I will remove that tassel, and then you have the pen. So if I zoom in a little bit here, you'll be able to see this pen in a little bit more detail. So this is the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Blue Royale. And this is the royal blue celluloid that Omas used to use in many of their pens. And obviously Omas shut its doors a number of years ago and sadly went out of business. All of the celluloid, or most of the celluloid, was purchased by ASC at the time, and ASC do now have all of that celluloid. So they are making pens out of the old Omas style celluloid, and this is one here. So for me, this is a really nice blue. I had an Omas Paragon in this. You can see it has a lot of dark blue with some black sort of streaks going through it, or veins. And then you have the popping light blue chips in there that really make the pen sparkle. It's a really, really great celluloid. It's a celluloid that I do like a lot. So I think we'll show you the cap finial there. There's really no finial as such, but it's more of a, comes just to a point there, just a very small point. Likewise, the filling knob as well. Now, you may be able to see that there is a hole in there at the end, and the idea is it's a pneumatic filler. It's not a piston or a power vac. So but it's similar in terms of a power vac. So you pull out this pneumatic filling mechanism, and the idea is you have that hole there, so you put your finger over the hole and then you push that down and your finger's on there, and then you let go, and then that creates a suction, and it sucks all the ink or water into the body of the pen. Or I say body, it's actually got a sack inside the pen. It's a sort of a vintage sack. So it's a very good filling mechanism. Now, for me, this is a really, really great pen. I like that material. I like the Greek keyband here. I like the roller clip here, which is quite functional. But what I really do like about these pens are the nibs, and these are ASC Magic Flex nibs. Now, you'll see that there is no nib width designation on there, but it is a medium nib, and it writes more like a broad. It writes very, very wet. All of these ASC Magic Flex nibs do write very, very wet. The other thing that I like about this pen is that I like the size and the weight. I do like larger pens, and I do like sometimes heavier pens. So for me, I like that as well. Now, there is a slight step down here. The section is quite small, and then you have these threads. Now, so there is a slight step down here, but I don't normally feel that when I'm holding the pen like this. Sometimes I will hold the pen up a little bit higher on the threads and on this Greek keyband on the metal there, but I don't feel those threads at all. So for me, I find that this is a very comfortable pen to hold. There is a slight step down from the body there, but for me, I do find this is a good size, good weight. This is number 4 of the ASC Bologna Extra Blue Le Royale. You can kind of post these caps, but they don't really sit on. They're not designed to sit on, so you don't really want to be trying to post these caps at all. But for me, I like the weight, I like the size, I like the pen, and I like this material as well. The Blue Le Royale is a really nice pen, and you can just see that there, how that material really starts to sparkle. And I can even line, if you do have a little bit of an OCD tendency, you can just do one click, and then you can line the imprint up with the clip there. So for me, this is a great pen. So I think let's do a size check, a weight check. We'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen is about 160 millimeters long, and the length of the cap is about 73 millimeters in length. And then we'll do a check against the length of the pen from the tip of the tines. We're looking around about 147 millimeters in length. So it is a very long pen, but it's a pen that I like the length on a lot. So let's do a weight check. So the full weight of the pen uninked is just over 57 grams. The weight of the cap is just over 12 grams, so it's a fairly light cap, certainly compared to the body. And then the weight of the body is just under 41 grams, so it's a fairly heavy body. It's not the heaviest that I have had before. So let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Wild. We have 3 Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Arco Verdes in the gold trim, the rhodium and the gold trim. We have an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra in the green Saft. We have an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra in the blue Le Royale. We have an Armando Simoni Club Il Gladiatore. We have an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Arco Brown. An Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Africa. And last but not least, an Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Black and Gold Luchens. So let's do a writing sample. So this is the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Blue Royale, and it is a medium 18 karat gold nib. And the ink in here today is Ackerman, and it's Delft's. It's a T there. Blur. But this is a really nice ink, I think, to match the pen colour. Now, in terms of line variation, this is a medium nib, although it does have a tendency to write a little bit more like a broad nib. Now, if I start to flex the nib a little bit more, this is where the magic flex part of the nib comes in. You can get a lot more ink out of this nib if you do push it a little bit more. You do have to be careful though, because any gold nib that will flex can spring the tines if you're not careful. So you do have to be a little bit careful in terms of flexing. Now, in terms of wetness test of this nib, I like these because they are very wet nibs, and you can see that there. So for me, this is a fire hose of a nib. What do I like about these pens and what do I not like about the pens? Well, I like the size, I like the weight, I like how super fire hose wet these pens write. Clearly I have a lot of these pens in my collection already, and I do like them. And I do like the celluloid material that are in these pens as well. So I'd like to thank John from stjohnspens.com for the loan of this pen for review. You can catch John on Instagram at stjohnspens, or also at stjohnspens.com. John also goes to all of the UK and European pen shows, so if you do get a chance to check him out at a pen show, go stop by his table. So again, I'd like to thank John for the loan of this pen for review. So that's my review of the Armando Simoni Club Bologna Extra Blue Royale. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.